قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا. ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Hello, my name is Nal Khadour, and I am a Muslim girl living in Cairo, Egypt. This is my confession tape about being a Muslim, what it's like to be a Muslim, especially nowadays. Obviously, it was very different years and years ago, but things have changed.
Being a woman in a Muslim country such as Egypt comes with a set of varied difficulties, but I would say one of the largest one is the expectations put on women that are based on the Quran, which is the holy book. And these are expectations that were set thousands of years ago and don't work with our current societal norms.
The thing is about Islam, it truly does discuss a lot of important, peaceful, and very humane concepts, but on the other hand, it does really have its flaw, I would say, and it's not as the religion's fault as much as it's actually the interpretations of the religious men that have dominated the industry of religious interpretation for decades or even centuries.
الرجال قوامون على النساء. So if you translate it, it's approximately men have power over women, or they have this authority over women. People don't even bother to continue the rest of the sentence, and they just believe that this is how the order of life should be. This is the hierarchy.
It's always a very male-dominated religion. Men do have the right to say what's okay and what's not okay based on what they read in the Quran. They can, however, interpret it any way they want to, which truly doesn't really favor women.
The woman is supposed to bear the children and stay at home and care for them, while the man is supposed to go out, seek work, and get the money.
The job of the husband to be the breadwinner in the family, and that's just something that I don't strive for. I want to be able to make my own money, be independent, and that's expected of women in Egypt.
The sexism and gender discrimination, those are things that prevent women from actually getting the opportunities they may deserve.
The labels that get distributed on women that don't fit this specific gender role.
It's the societal norms that oppress women.
If a woman isn't married by a certain age, if she is seen going out with a group of friends at night and staying out past a certain time that is seen as correct by the societal eye, she can be labeled as a whore or a slut. She can be seen as not educated or not worth marrying.
There's always been this pressure to be a good housewife, to be able to cook for my family and always be the one who's around the kids as they grow up.
There's so much going on in my head because I've been through this struggle personally for years, trying to battle all the very racist ideologies that truly prevail in the society.
There's obviously different levels of society of how they perceive Muslim women.
It really does depend on your social class, and I would thankfully like to believe that my social class really does allow me to be independent and to truly feel empowered way more than other lower social classes in Egypt, but still somehow women can't help but feel that they're still somehow oppressed no matter how well off they are and no matter how high is their social standard or class.
Some people who aren't as open-minded as the society that I live in can consider me not wearing the veil, for example, which is also the hijab, that I'm not really doing it right. I'm not taking Islam seriously at all, and they judge me for that.
There's always the difficulty of being able to wear what you really want, because it may not seem too revealing. People still judge you. It's just not what they would expect a Muslim girl to wear.
Secret is, I used to be veiled, and not for the right reasons. That is why I'm not right now.
I think if we didn't have like specific Muslim parents, we wouldn't be Muslims, because I think our parents are the ones who like influence us into being Muslims and praying and doing all this stuff. And as I'm getting older, I'm doing it less. When it comes to like time to pray and stuff, I just get lazy. When I was younger, my mom used to make me pray with her, but now she thinks it's like I should do it alone, and I don't.
I did not pray for a really long time because I felt like I was pressured to, because I'm doing it because I don't want to go to hell, or because this is what I'm expected to be. I'm only here to obey God.
The reasons why I started wearing the hijab or veil at a very young age was I used to live in the United Arab Emirates, and most girls there, they start wearing the veil at a very young age, probably in like the 4th grade, which was when I was exposed to all of my friends who started to wear it. So I thought, what if I start wearing it as well? That is why I wore it, because I saw people doing it and I decided to wear it for that reason. Not knowing that wearing the hijab is such a sacred thing, and I had no idea about the commitment that I had to be in.
I once went to the Citadel that has a mosque in it. It's a very touristic area in Egypt, and I walked in with a short dress, and by short I mean 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters above my knees. I did not expect to be visiting it that day, but I had a friend coming from abroad. We walk in the mosque, he's wearing shorts, I'm wearing a dress, yet a little boy comes up to him and he's like, you should tell her to cover up. He doesn't even speak to me, he tells him. And after he tells him, I start answering him, and I tell him, he's showing his knees, I don't see why mine are a problem. And then he goes, he's a man, you're a woman, this is God's home, what you're doing is wrong, it's haram. And to top it all off, when I told him to mind his business, his automatic response was, I'm being a good Muslim, this is my duty to inform you that you're being wrong, that you're a woman, that this isn't your right.
I actually stopped fighting because I figured out that there's nothing I need to prove anymore. I don't need to prove to anyone that I don't want to be a housewife because I can get a job. No, I don't need to prove that anymore, because you know what? I'm just going to get my job. I'm just going to have a career. I don't need to prove to anyone that I'm better than them or that I can do as much as they can do, because I can do that. So I think I would say that my struggle of trying to prove everyone wrong and proving myself right ended when I was being underestimated and undermined just for my gender.
Religion is used to maintain the patriarchy, and religion, as long as it's not separated from politics, as long as it's not explained properly, it's going to keep hurting women in our society today.